I'm excited to talk about some cats in the chat today. Woo!
What's up, guys?
I think everybody's forgotten where the mute button is.
I can't hear anything y'all are saying. Woo!
Welcome to Friday night, all my BYOI buds.
I forgot where to move the thing to change my screen. Woo!
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Amy's got it. There we go. And good evening. Sorry, at the same time, I had to make Audrey co-host, so that's why she didn't pop in either. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv's Friday night, 7 o'clock, family-friendly show. We're excited to see you here. Plenty of people out there in the audience this week. Happy you're here. And any of you guys out in YouTube, looks like there's some people out there watching as well. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. As always, because that's the thing I'm supposed to say on YouTube, please make sure you like and subscribe. Well, more specifically, subscribe. If you haven't done that right now, go ahead, pop up there, hit that subscribe button. We'll love you. I think that will make you number 333 if you do subscribe. So that could be a lot of fun. If you're in your own home, please recognize where your exits are. I think you should know it is your home. If you have a bathroom in your home, that's fantastic. Please just make sure that you do not bring your device with you into the bathroom during the show because that may cause some issues. And so we appreciate if you don't do that. If you want to stay in your kitchen and make a really cool cheesecake, you're more than welcome to. But I just want to make sure that you're not bringing it to the restroom. There's a chat feature here in the corner over here, and you're going to need that. Now, you can use the chat feature both over here in YouTube and here online. We're going to need that because that's how we're going to get a lot of those suggestions and really cool ideas and writing in ha ha ha, so we know that, you know, we might be funny. These guys are. I'm not too sure about myself. Just to make sure the chat is working, let's just go with favorite color over there. So go ahead and type it in so I can see a bunch of answers, and then we will know that your name is there. All right, fantastic. Got some very specific colors. That's great. Great. You know what? My name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting right now. Let's bring on the funny people, though, because we're having a show with Amy. Amy's there, but completely muted, even though...
Hi, everyone. If there is a paper towel shortage, it's because I keep tripping over my cat's water dish.
Oh, goodness. We've got Tim.
Hey, everybody. If we have a toilet paper shortage, I'm not going to give you a reason for that.
We've got Mallory.
Hey, I don't have a shortage. About average height.
Candace.
Hey, if we have a napkin shortage, it is because I'm a sloppy eater.
Ian.
I personally prefer shortbread to short edge.
And Audrey.
Did somebody say shortbread? Hell yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So let's get ourselves started with the show. Now, no BYOI show is complete without the important person, a part of our show, or featured audience member, and that's going to come out of our Fam Cup.
Fam Cup.
Cool. Amy was the only one unmuted on that one, so the world is spinning around and round. So I'm going to pull this out of my favorite mug because I am very specific about the things I like in my life. And the name in here that I'm going to pull out is Carrie. So Carrie gets to be our fam tonight. Which is not, it's a rare occurrence that happens. And so I'm going to ask to... Oh,
hello.
Oh, we got it. Cool. Hello, Carrie. How are you?
She's remuted.
She's remuted.
There we go.
All right. Fantastic. So, Carrie, you are you are our very long time person who has helped greet people at our door. So we don't want to be, serious here. This is somebody we know. We don't like to hide that kind of thing. And Amy and Tim are going to ask you some questions, as you're very familiar with, but you don't get to do this very often, and you're in a very special place. So I'm going to let these two take it away.
Yay. Hi, guys. Hey, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Or
Como
I
se
usually
dice pura vida en inglés?
I cheat and I just say buenas
That's awesome. I love that.
because I don't know Spanish. I suck.
No, you don't. I love that you are experiencing another place, and that is awesome. And what is your favorite part of this experience, like today or right now?
I think right now, because I'm sitting outside, I've been working all week, so I haven't been able to really do anything yet. That'll be this weekend.
Oh, that's good.
Last
That's
weekend
awesome.
I was tired and watching the news, so I was antisocial.
Yeah, that happens. Amy, do you have a question?
Yeah, because I mean we're kind of cheating here because we kind of know where you are. Do you want to share where you are? with
Sure.
everyone?
Yes, I am in the Central Valley of Costa Rica.
Woohoo!
So I'm like 3 hours from the beaches. I have not been there. But I'm surrounded by mountains, which unfortunately we can't see because it's dark out, but you can kind of see palm trees ish.
Yeah, it's still like even at night it looks pretty.
Yeah, it's 70 degrees outside and there's no mosquitoes, so I'm happy.
Oh, so is this sandals or shoes weather?
This would be sandals weather.
Perfect. With socks or with not?
Without.
Okay. Sometimes, you just feel like it.
Fair.
How are your roommates? Are you enjoying the time with people? Are you enjoying the time as a solo traveler? Or
Yeah, I'm staying with a friend and his roommate. So my closest friend down here is letting me stay with him, and I met his roommate, and she is wonderful. She's super sweet, and they are both glorious cooks. So it's very nice. I don't want to come back to the States.
So this is the part of the interview where we're going to ask you about food. So I mean, you say they're great cooks, but now do you have there are a snack food you get down there that you just don't really get up here that you're craving? Or
I'm gonna show you John really quick because he's outside. He's going out. This is John. I'm being interviewed. Sorry. So last night, I tried a snack food that I don't know what the name of it was, but it was like the consistency of Pringles, like a combination of like Pringles and communion wafer.
Okay.
And it was salt and vinegar, but it was long, like a sheet. It was different.
if we were to
I don't
have
know if that's exclusive to here.
if we were to have a catchphrase of you summarizing what this Pringle communion wafer was like, what would that catchphrase be?
Flat saltiness.
Flat saltiness. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have gone with something else, but it's the 7:00 show. So.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So, what question have you been asking around Costa Rica? Like, what would you ask around there while you're traveling or just hanging out or experiencing things?
I mean, tomorrow I'll actually get out instead of just working. So, probably buenas as a question.
Good.
Which is like, hello?
Buenas.
I mean, thankfully, I'll have 2 people with me all the time who speak Spanish. So
that's cool.
Well, like we did go to the grocery store last week, and I needed their help to translate what the cashier was saying, but I made it through buenas and gracias.
That's awesome.
So I guess that's a win.
Gracias is huge. I like to hear gracias too.
Now, when I travel, sometimes I like to turn on the TV, and even if I don't speak the language, just seeing like some kind of crazy game show or something on the TV. Have you caught a glimpse of anything like that just kind of caught your attention, even if you don't really understand what they're saying?
Ooh, that's a good question. I should turn on the TV that they have in my bedroom here. haven't turned it on. I've just done like Netflix and Hulu and stuff.
Okay, what have you
But
been
should
watching
turn
on
the TV?
What have you been watching on Netflix or Hulu lately?
Later I'll be watching The Mandalorian and The Great British Bake Off because they're new episodes tonight. I watched a show called Dash and Lily, which was a stupid Christmas romance, and it was adorable because stupid Christmas romances are the best.
They are.
Like, it was pure. It was with it was like two teenagers like writing in a notebook and hiding it in different places in New York at Christmas.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
All right. So thank you very much, Carrie, for that interview. That was fantastic. And so right now we're going to take advantage of that in a game we like to call Catchphrase, as you might have been able to catch based on what you had heard Tim say. So it's going to be Amy, Tim, and Mallory, and they're going to jump themselves on the screen right now while I go through what's going on. Mallory is in a scene with Amy and Tim, and she could say whatever she wants, but Amy and Tim are limited because they're only going to be able to say the statement and question that I give them. So that's how that's going to work. And I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on tonight because twists are fun. So first, Amy, your statement is going to be, I'll get out.
I'll get out.
Cool. And your question is going to be, is that flat saltiness?
Is that flat saltiness?
Fantastic. Now, Tim, here's the curveball I'm going to show you. Okay. Your sentences may only have two words, and one of them has to be buenas or buenos. Okay. Now, the second word can be whatever you want, but the first word has to be buenos or buenas. Okay.
Buenos ideas. Buenos ideas.
All right. So you can use anything else, and that could be a statement or a question, because as Carrie said, she sometimes uses a statement, sometimes uses it as a question. So you're open to whatever that is. And the thing is that Carrie's going to experience a bunch of food where she is. So you guys are actually running a food truck. And you haven't opened up yet. You haven't lifted the thing. So all three of you are jammed into this tiny food truck, trying to get everything ready so that you can open up for it. And once you open, the scene is over. So I'll let you take it away.
All right, guys. I know it's a little cramped in here, but we should be able to get all of the food at least kind of prepped before we start and open up the rest of the truck.
I'll get out.
No. I know you it's really tight in here, but I do need you here because you gotta prep up the stove top and the little air fryer we got. So if you could just go take care of that, that would be awesome.
Salt buenos.
Buenos salt.
Salt buenos.
Salt, but you would like the salt. All right, hang on. Let me just reach. All right. Here is the salt for you. Just kind of throw it. There you go.
Buenos.
Is that flat saltiness?
Yeah, we've actually invented these new cool sheets of salt. They're kind of like little bricks of all the grains mashed together. So if somebody wants some salt, we can just chop it off and hand it to them.
I'll get out.
I know, it's so cool, especially since we're thinking about freezing them and turning them into sea salt popsicles. Just take some of the water from the beaches, put a stick of salt in it, and there you go.
Is that flat saltiness?
Yes. Super salt. It's a little sweet, but mostly salty.
Pimenta. Buenas. Pepper. Buenas.
Oh, yeah, pepper. We've actually, get this, instead of the flat saltiness, we've got the triangular pepper. So let me just hand that to you. Kind of just chuck it that way. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? We're thinking this whole geometry mineral thing.
Polygons, buenos. Polygons.
Yeah, polygons.
Buenos.
I mean, geometry is so great, and having all these shapes with these cool seasonings, we're gonna make a killing at this truck.
I'll get out.
Song plays.
Yes, Perfect. You get out, start spreading the word. Here's this giant sign that says Buenos Flat Saltiness. So you can take that, and you can head out there and just start spinning it, and we'll get the rest of it taken care of.
Buenas noches.
Yeah. You have a great night too. This is gonna be great.
And scene. Fantastic. So flat saltiness was able to be made. Carrie, hopefully a sea salt popsicle is not in your future. I could just imagine what's happening to my blood pressure right now. All right, folks. So we are going to be coming here live to you through the rest of November. We're going to take December off, and then we're going to be back in January. And we love coming to you to do this show. And our shows are kind of pay what you can. If you can't pay anything right now, that's totally fine. We are here to give you laughs to get through your day, and if you are able to, pay us whatever you think we are worth to you, and that would be great. You can do that in two great ways. We have the Bring Your Own Improv Venmo account, so just typing out Bring Your Own Improv with no spaces, or we have the PayPal Me account, which is BYOI. Both of those work, and they'll work forever. So if you're watching this on YouTube sometime in the future, or if you're watching on YouTube right now and you want to make a donation, those are two great ways. If you're like, oh, that's too much for me to remember, go to bringyourownimprov.com. There's a link right there to be able to donate, and we appreciate whatever you think we are worth to you every single Friday night. Thank you very much to Carrie Ann for your donation. That is greatly appreciated. Fantastic. Let's move on to our first game where we could take some volunteers. We're going to play a game that we've adapted just for on here online. It's a lot of fun. It's called Sound Tableau. And what's going to happen right here as all my teams start adding themselves into this scene, so we know they're playing, is that I'm going to give them some sort of place. And then they're going to keep coming in with a different noise and thing in that place. So if it was a beach, it might be like a seagull, caw, and they'll all add those on. And at the end, I will ask one of those sounds some question, and then we'll move on to the next one. Kind of a fun game to just play and not have to have any pressure on, because that's the way it is. You can volunteer for games, and we will let you play. So let me just add Corey wanted to volunteer tonight. All right, so I've got the 7 people playing. Cool, last call. All right, so getting things started, I can see her. Well, I'll get myself out of this thing for a second. I can see Hurricane in there. The order of this is going to go Amy, Tim, Corey, Mallory, Candace, Ian, Audrey. So Corey, you'll go after Tim. The suggestion is Hurricane. Amy, what do you got?
Meow! I'm the cat 1. Meow! Meow!
I'm the airplane flying around the cat 1.
I'm the lightning crashing down on the ground from the hurricane.
Snap! I'm the tree branch that got hit by the lightning and is now plummeting to the ground. Snap!
I'm the person that doesn't watch the news and is completely confused.
I'm the fierce rain coming down on the roof of that news watching person's house.
Whoa, no! I'm the little ladybug who was on the branch that fell off the tree. Oh, no!
Fantastic. So we've got all those different parts moving. I would like to know, what does the tree branch say when it hits the ground?
Oh, my sticks!
All right, fantastic. Let me hear all those noises together. Now, Peter would like you to know that no animals are harmed, no animals or insects were harmed in the making of that scene. I would like to actually see what would happen. You know what? Everybody in the chat, give me a place that they think they could find a $100 bill. Meanwhile, my guys are going to show you what happens in a geometry class. And this time we're going to start with Candace inside a geometry classroom. And so it'll go Candace, Ian, Audrey, Amy, Tim, Corey, Mallory.
I am that student that's horrible at math.
I'm the student next to that student, very carefully using my protractor to draw a nice polygon.
I'm Pythagoras inventing a very interesting theorem involving right-angled triangles.
I'm the instructor's compass on the chalkboard.
Hey guys, would you like to buy some chocolate? I'm the assistant teacher who's fundraising for the new playground. Hey guys, would you like to buy some chocolate?
Oh, pi. What is pi? I'm the student who is trying to learn about how to calculate the area of pi. Pi. What is pi?
Screech! I'm the teacher running her fingernails across the chalkboard to silence her students. Screech!
All right, this week, Corey, we're going to give you a try at a line here. Go ahead, starting with 3. How many of the pi numbers can you do?
Like 3 or 4.
Go ahead.
3.1415926.5. I don't know the rest of the numbers.
Fantastic. So just to be fair, Pythagorean, what's your theorem backwards?
C squared equals A squared. Oh, it's all Greek to me. I don't know.
Oh, fantastic. All right, let's move on to the final one. I found Harvard Square, a great place to go ahead and give us where you can find $100. So starting with Tim, let's go with Harvard Square.
Hey, you know where I can get a decent taco? I'm the guy who just got off of lunch shift at work. Hey, do you know where I can find a decent taco?
Slurp. I am the college student that is drinking their Dunkin' Donuts. Slurp.
You skipped me. Where is your degree? I think I'm the one who tries to get their degree at Harvard University. Where is my degree?
I am the giant squirrel that's just stealing everybody's food.
And here is the famous giant Harvard squirrel. I'm the tour guide giving the tour of the yard. Here's the famous Harvard squirrel.
Ka-dunk! I'm an acorn, a giant acorn falling from a giant tree for the giant squirrel's consumment. Ka-dunk!
I'm the fumes coming out of the grate over the red line.
Fantastic. With all those different things there, I do have to hear what a squirrel sounds like with a Harvard accent.
I packed the car, haven't yet.
Fantastic. Let's hear all those things together.
And here's the very famous
you know where I can
giant
find a
Harvard
decent
squirrel.
taco?
Here's the very giant famous Harvard squirrel.
Fantastic. And scene. All right. So a lot of fun there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move right along to our next game. Did you know that Candace is very famous because she runs a store that has absolutely everything? It is called the Everything Emporium, which is very appropriate for that kind of store. The thing is that in Everything Emporium, Candace doesn't know what her customers need. She has to figure it out, and her customers are having trouble articulating exactly what they need. She's going to have to guess. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick her out of the room. Bye, Candace. Now, my 2 people who are playing this, Ian and Audrey, are going to add themselves to this. And what's going to happen is you, the audience, are going to help me figure out what it is these people are looking for. But I have Ian and Audrey. Well, at least I have Audrey right now. I have Ian and Audrey who are playing this game. Can I have one other person who'd like to purchase something from this store? The nice thing is that it's really easy, and the other 2 team members can help you if you're struggling in any way. Not seeing anybody jump out at that, can I go ahead and have Amy join this? Okay. Now, the thing about Candace is she never gets American things figured out. She struggles with American stuff. So I'd like to have some fun with Candace because she would never expect this. I'd like you guys to put every single thing that you know about Canada into the chat. Anything at all. And that includes you out in YouTube. Go ahead and put. So any items you know, specific places, things about the state. And the challenge actually will be for Audrey, Ian, and Amy, probably three of our brightest cast members will obviously know what all of these things are. So this is going to be the twist that Candace is going to have to work with. If she doesn't get it, then she can only blame herself for this one. So every single thing that you can think about that you can put in there, and these guys will make it not so obvious right away, but we'll get there, definitely. So to start it off, you know what, Ian, you were looking for very specifically Wayne Gretzky on a moose. You're looking for Wayne Gretzky riding on a moose. And Audrey, you were specifically looking for Tim Hortons version of poutine.
Right.
Tim Hortons version of poutine. And let's see, which one have you used here? Oh, yeah. Let's see. I just need a word in here to describe it. Okay. And Amy, you're looking for a lumberjack named, and apparently this is a thing, named Robin Sparkles.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yep. So let's just go ahead and review this. Ian, what is it you're looking for?
Wayne Gretzky riding a moose.
Yes, indeed. Audrey, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for Tim Hortons brand poutine.
Yes. And Amy, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a lumberjack named Robin Sparkles.
Okay, fantastic. So if she doesn't get this on this one, then that means, I don't know, maybe by the third, she'll figure out what the theme is. Now, audience, we're going to need your help. So one of my cast members is going to go get her right now. So Mallory, if you could go get Candace from the other room. Audience, here's how you're going to help. She's going to need your help. If she is getting close, she needs thumbs up. Big thumbs up in front of the camera. Can you guys show me thumbs up in front of the camera? Corey, that's snapping fingers, but that's close enough. Okay, thumbs up. And if she gets it, go wild, big old claps. Everybody clap, because that's the only time we never know you guys like us. Fantastic. All right, so she should be here in a moment, and when she is, she will join this group. And you three can go ahead and drop yourselves out until you enter the store. And as soon as she's here, I will let her take over. As soon as she comes into the room. No need to blast the chat. If she's not in the room, she can't get it. So, Candace, your store is open.
Oh, what a good day. All right, let's get started. Over here. Woo. Can't wait for my patrons.
Ding-a-ling.
Everybody's here.
Hey.
Why, hello. I couldn't help but notice that your open sign is now here. And I'll be really honest, I'm really hungry this morning.
Oh, yes. You know, we have a whole section of just all types of food, you know?
Oh, okay, thank you. But I do have some very specific dietary restrictions. Specifically, all my food must be extremely soggy.
Oh, you like the soggy bottoms?
Oh, of course, yeah. If it's not, like, absolutely dripping with moisture, I cannot eat it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just have to eat, you know, some people have an appetite for dish sponges, you know.
Yeah, I've heard of people like that. But me, I'm more of a meat and potatoes kind of gal, you know?
Wow, yes. We have a whole section of just gravy. Every type of gravy you could possibly find is in that aisle.
Extremely promising. Interesting. I will definitely have to take a look.
Gravy is promising.
It's my raison d'etre, as it were.
Oui, oui, s'il vous plaît. Yes.
Bien sûr, yeah.
Yes. I'm getting a poutine vibe.
How did you know that is my favorite thing?
I don't know. It could have something to do with my point of origin, but all right. Poutine, huh? So, first of all, if you're looking for specific types of poutine, we have a whole section. It's on this side, though. You would think that the gravy and the poutine would be next to each other, but no. Poutine is all the way over on the left-hand side of the right half of the store.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, another customer. Yay! Hi.
Hi. Well, I hear you have everything, and I'm looking for something a little unusual and very specific. I'm kind of a cavalry fan. That whole style of people doing things has really always been appealing to me. So I thought, well, what would be kind of be the best representation of that kind of thing? And there are a lot of guys out riding horses, but that doesn't interest me per se. It's really very, very special. I kind of want the greatest version of that.
The greatest version. I don't know. We got a whole corral full of epic noble moose steeds in the back.
Really?
The whole thing is Canadian? Okay.
Well,
I can play this game.
That sounds way better than horses. That sounds way better than horses. But I tell you, I really want something great.
Great, huh?
I love the animal. It's, like I said, way better than a horse. But cavalry, not just the animal.
Yeah, great.
Cavalry's the animal and a person, right?
Oh, great. Yeah, that's grateful moose riders from up north.
Ding dong.
Hey! Oh my goodness! We're so busy, so quick. I am here for it.
They got the weather forecast wrong. It's not raining men at all out there.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Sometimes it just rains cats and dogs. Sometimes it rains men. Sometimes it rains giraffes. It all depends,
I'm looking for one that's really compatible with my schedule, because I work all night. I sleep at night and I work all day.
Yes, you sleep all night and you work all day. That's a reference that I should get, and it is escaping me right now, but good for you for making it. Wow.
Start me off with the flannel.
Oh, man. Flannel. I love a good flannel.
I'll just kind of slowly walk over to whatever section you tell me.
You're just, you walker, walker.
Because I'm really excited about it.
Wow.
Really excited about my lower spine too.
That is that's a lot of emotion that you're giving me. And I want to be able to meet you at your same level. We have a whole section of Walker, Texas Ranger merch.
Cool. I'm catching a faint whiff of Axe. If there actually is such a thing as a faint whiff of Axe.
Yeah, lumberjacks. It's very important. Wow. I am meeting you at your excitement.
There's for a specific one, though. Looking for a specific one.
You're looking for a specific lumberjack, huh?
Oh yeah. I need to VP that RS.
You are a lumberjack and you don't care, huh?
Maybe one that's got that look, that kind of that Flynn Rider specialty look.
Ooh.
The smolder.
Yes. Cool. Great. I don't get my own references either. This is awesome. All right. Yeah, I think that's cool. So, lumberjacks, very awesome.
If you've got a whole section of them, I'll just take my time for a bit while you work on the other two, because it could be fun.
Great. Yeah, it's in the back. If you start smelling pine, you're right there. That's right in the middle.
Okay, I'll go look myself.
Well, I did check out the poutine section that you showed me. I really appreciate it. But I have to tell you, generic brand poutine just won't do it for me. I need a very particular recipe, as it were.
Okay, so what you are looking for, you need, well, poutine is already like French, okay? Can't be French poutine. We gotta have something, you're looking for a recipe, huh?
I'm not just hungry today, I'm also very sleepy. So if you could have some caffeine in the mix, that would be a real plus.
Oh, that's totally fine. We have a whole section of caffeinated poutine.
Great.
Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt, but I thought I heard a who over by her. Did someone hear a who?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but if
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah.
I'll step back.
That's definitely fine. Getting distracted, lumberjacks always get distracted, but it's a bad idea. Safety first. Remember, OSHA standards. All right, so I was wondering if you like rolling up the rim to win, and
I do.
That's something that's important to you. Tim Hortons poutine is the best. Let me tell you, it's superior. It is almost as good as their coffee, but not quite, in my opinion. Definitely. We have a whole thing of like Tim Hortons all the way down aisle Maple. The aisle that is called Maple, that's the one. Go to that one for sure.
Thank you so much. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
So I was looking at these big animals, and sometimes it's hard for big things to kind of move very very agilely. If this animal gets steered onto the ice, is it by the guy who's on it? Is it gonna really be able to maneuver?
Well, Zambonis are really difficult to maneuver around. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, this big animal, I'm just a little worried because it's so big and stocky. I mean, you got a corral full of them, but I'm just worried about how he'll handle on the ice. Once that guy gets on him.
Yeah, you gotta have your
the cavalry doesn't usually charge on ice, but I think with the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you gotta have yeah, I think so. I think you like great big animals in great. Oh yeah. Great Big Sea. No, not a music reference. Great. All right, cool. Yeah, I just like that band. I like to bring them up in everyday conversation randomly. Just throw them out there. Great Big Sea.
I mean, it's that the big animals, they're pretty sprightly, right? They don't need to be oiled like by an oiler.
Oh no. Definitely they do not have to be. The the penguins do not need to be.
No, the big animals in the corral. You were talking about them before.
Oh yeah, the moose.
Yeah.
Oh, moose. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no. Moose do not never have to be oiled ever. You know, they just, they really love to do. You have to be very careful. If you put too many moose together, they start to play hockey and they get real excited. So if you want a hockey playing moose, you just got to be prepared.
Well, I mean, it's like I say, I'm a big cavalry fan. That's kind of the style I like. So it's, the animal's great, but I really want a great rider.
All right. So yeah, you know what? A moose that'll ride another moose.
I'll just skate back and look at the riders you have back there.
Okay.
I just want to interrupt. I'm still looking. By the way, I love your selection. And actually I don't know if it's the one I'm gonna buy, but one of them just proposed to me. So look at the ring. See how it kind of catches the light? See how it does that thing where it like catches light?
Glitters! Sparkles!
Oh, not a little less disco ball-y though.
Oh, lumberjacks that are also miners are also very lovely. Best of both worlds.
Like I get this little glimmer of inspiration. This one little fiery bit that
a little glimmer.
It's gonna like ignite, like you're gonna rub some flint together. You're gonna get it. It's gonna ignite just a little.
Well, that is a great and not confusing at all item that you are looking for.
Like if I had a Boston accent instead of a Canadian one, it might sound more like a Vulcan, but no.
You are very helpful, and you know exactly what you're looking for. I like it. All right, a Boston Vulcan, huh?
Well, no. Sorry, that was that might have sent you in a wrong direction. I was trying to go in a really roundabout route. But no, I'm just so excited about the diamond in this because it catches, it kind of glimmers, it shines, it just kind of does a little more as it catches the light.
Yeah, sparkles, definitely sparkles.
Oh wait, that sounds really familiar. That sounds like the last name of the lumberjack of who I'm looking for.
Oh, I'll just check my Rolodex.
Maybe his eyes will be blue like the egg of a bird.
Yeah, definitely. Robin Sparkles is as a lumberjack, like a lumberjack. Robin Sparkles is exactly
it.
Yeah, exactly. I have the reference for you. Let me just grab here's her card. It's very complicated how you have to go through this. You have to go to the mall, okay? Today.
Wait, I thought you had everything.
Well,
you're sending me to a big box store? Do you have everything here?
I am the only one that has the location of Robin Sparkles the lumberjack. All right, you got to go to the mall today.
All right, I'll pick up something at Sephora while I'm over there. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you've really got a big place here. I must have looked at 99 different people. Oh man, just had to have been 99. But really, when you think about cavalry, you think about a captain. You really want a captain on charging on that beast.
Yeah, definitely. You need to have a captain on your noble moose steed.
I mean, I skated on back and saw, somebody who's really centered on the center of the animal.
Oh, yeah. It's if you're going to ride a moose, you have to make sure that Wayne Gretzky on a moose is like
That would be my vision. I would love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I am so happy you made a whole Canadian themed guessing game. I'm so happy.
So we figured we'd torture you with so many American references that it was about time you had a Canadian set.
I thought it was just one, and then it kept going, and I was like, oh!
Struggled a little bit with Wayne Gretzky there, but you got there eventually.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I cannot embarrass my home and country by not getting the Canadian references.
Now, I'm sure you go back and watch it on YouTube later, and all of those references will make a lot more sense. Fantastic. All right, folks. So we're going to move on to our next game. While we've made Candace happy, now it's your turn to make a small child happy by answering their questions in a game we like to call Because I Said So. The way this is going to work is I get to be a small child, which is not too far from the truth when it comes to my intellectual level. And so what's going to happen is two people are going to be asking me questions as my parents. And when they give me an answer that I don't like, or that just doesn't make sense to tell a child, or they kind of say, because I said so, or said, I don't know, because I said it, then I'm going to throw them out as a parent. Then I'm going to take the next parent in line. And that's what small children do. They just kind of get rid of the parents until they have perfect ones. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Either that or you get called by DCYF. So to get this started, I've got my team of Amy, Tim, Mallory, Candace, Ian, and Audrey. Is there anybody who would like to play this game? Put it, pick me or whatever you need to in the chat. I'm not sure if I'll take it means they're playing. So I'm not seeing anybody right now. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead with who I got. So I've got Amy, Tim, Mallory, Candace. Oh, there we go. Corey wants to play. I wasn't sure what I'll take it meant, but we can get it. Somebody wants to add in Corey. He's going to go again between Tim and Mallory. So Amy and Tim, if you could pop yourselves in there underneath me. Cool. And so I get to ask my parents questions. So to get this done, Mallory, what's something we haven't used on the board yet?
We have not used good cooks.
Good cooks. Okay, here we go. Mommy, why isn't Daddy a good cook?
Oh, because Daddy burns everything.
Ooh, why?
Training for work.
Why?
Because Daddy puts out fires, so he has to make them first to know how to put them out.
Why?
Well, the easiest way is to do it with the food I cook.
Why?
Because it gives him a great jumping off point.
Why are you jumping off things?
Well, because it's easier than jumping on. Because have you ever tried target practice?
No, I'm 4 years old. Why would I give me anything that I could do target practice with? Bye, Daddy. I'm going to take on a new daddy here. Hold on. So let me find that new dad. All right. He moved. He keeps moving. Anybody find that new daddy and Adam in there?
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Hey! Mommy, why won't you let me jump off things?
Well, because you might fall and hurt yourself.
Why?
Because you don't want to hurt yourself.
I'll let that one go, but that's kind of the same thing. Why?
Because you're a precious cargo.
Oh, why?
Because everybody loves you.
Why?
Because you're just sweet and adorable.
Why?
Because you're a nice, loving person and you are very successful in life.
I'm 4. How successful would you like me to be in life? What if I accomplished at 4 years old? I'm sorry. You have me as way much older than I am right now. Okay.
You kicked my butt in Candyland.
That is true. Where's my second mommy? Hi, Mommy. Okay. Mommy number 1. Why did I beat you at Candyland?
Oh, because I got stuck on the ice cream floats.
Ooh, why?
Because mommy number 1 really likes the ice cream floats.
Why?
Because it's just like cold, sweet, refreshing. It's the perfect combination.
Because she enjoys soda and ice cream.
Okay, like it took you so long to get through those 3 words. That's what we call stalling. Bye, mommies. I don't want either one of you. You're both gone. Give me a mommy and a daddy. Okay. Okay, cool. Mommy, what makes Canada so great?
It has maple syrup.
Why?
Because the trees weep.
Why?
Because it is so cold.
Why?
Because it's close to Santa.
Why?
Because Santa is amazing and we love him.
Why?
Because he brings us presents.
Why?
Because we are Canadian.
Ooh, why?
Because the White North is great.
Okay, why?
Because we have poutine.
What is poutine?
It's the perfect sauce.
Yeah, no, it's not a sauce. I know what it is. It's something to... No, bye, daddy. Okay. Maybe mommy number 2 can answer all of my deepest questions here. Okay. Mommy number 1, what is acceptable to make up poutine?
Cheese curds.
Why?
Because you can buy them at Target.
Why?
Because Target carries a variety of products.
Why?
Because that's their business model.
Why?
Because people like having choices.
Why?
Because if they don't have choices, then they feel boxed in.
Why?
Because they're not cats and they don't like boxes.
Faster. Why?
Because cats are allergic to boxes.
Why?
Because there isn't cat fur in boxes.
Why?
Because boxes are full of meat.
Why?
Because they come from the pound.
Why?
Because pounds are full of meat.
Wait a minute. The cats are full of meat because they come from pounds? That's terrible to say in a family show. That's terrible to say in general. Audrey's the best parent ever. Oh, you Canadians and your pounds are dangerous. Okay. So let's move on to our next game. First off, just a reminder, if you think we are fantastic, feel free to pay what you can to see our show. And so, yeah, you could do that through Venmo, or you could do through that PayPal. If you think we are worth something to you, we will always love and accept donations. That includes you guys out there on YouTube. And again, if you want to wait till the end of the show, just so you know how amazing we can be, that's fine too. Go to bringyourownimprov.com. Click on the donate button on the front page, and we'll be set there. All right. So nothing makes a good poutine until you actually make it into different poutines. That was a very weak attempt at a segue, but I'm going to go with it anyway. We're going to play a game called Remake. And since Jared's not here, it's called Remake and not Remake. Remake is going to be like this. We're going to have a movie, and then at some point we'll decide we'll have another movie and another movie, but all 3 movies will be the exact same movie, but with a different style, or we might call them genres. So the first thing I'm going to need to get this started, and that does include you out in YouTube, go ahead and put in the chat, I'd like to know very obscure genres. So we know there are dramas and comedies and romances. Throw those out. What is a weird type of movie or 2 weird types of movie put together? Those would work. Or if you don't know what to put down, just put down your favorite movie that people don't necessarily hear about as often. All right. So first off, I could take one person who might want to be in one of these games. So if they want to, just go ahead and drop in the chat like I'll play, and I'll give it a moment. All right. So not seeing anything, so I've got a couple of genres. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start this off with a fun scene with Amy and Mallory. They're going to start off our first movie. And I can't let you do it, Mallory, because then you know what it is. So I'm going to use one of these suggestions. Yes. Could I have a coming of age film of 2 young ladies? So Amy and Mallory are going to play these 2 young ladies. This is a coming of age film, very like Anne of Green Gables, because apparently tonight is Canada night. Even though our fam is currently in a Spanish town, this is Canadian night. So let the two of you start, and we'll take it from there.
Oh, Flora, that is the perfect bonnet to make your debut this evening.
You think so, Marie? I thought it might be a little much.
No, you do want something that's going to be attention-getting.
Well, this is the biggest festival of the year.
Indeed. The Canada Goose, honorary festival.
Yes, every year we all get together and we sit around the ice rink and we pardon all of the Canadian geese.
Yes, those Canada geese. Darn it. Those Canada geese just sit and they honk their appreciation. Honk, honk, honk.
You know, I heard this year you were conducting the Canadian Geese Choir.
Indeed I am. I have the fortune to be able to lead them in Canada, actually, appropriately enough.
I must admit, you have been my best friend for a long time, but I'm a little jealous you get to sing "Oh Canada" with the geese.
Oh, I wouldn't want to steal the spotlight from them. I just lead them and conduct them.
Ah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes, but your bonnet is fine, but I'm afraid your hemline is too short. Your flashing ankle this evening.
That's the last line of the film. Your hemline's too short, and you're showing ankle this evening. Actually, we'll just cut it short. We'll just say the last line of the film is "You're showing ankle this evening." Now, unfortunately, that film didn't make it as well. Anne of Green Gables is just far more superior, so they decided to replace and do a gender flop on the film, and Tim and Ian were starring in that, and that was one of those millennial thrillers in the sense of Napoleon Dynamite, but as a thriller film. So Tim and Ian are going to go ahead and show you that exact same script, but as a Napoleon Dynamite-like thriller.
Hey, cool hat.
Yeah, thanks. It's got a bonnet on it. I figured I would get something that looks really good.
Wow. Hey, that'll look great at the school dance.
Yeah, I figured we could, really, really scare people there with that message we were talking about, like getting all those Canadian geese over there.
Yeah, well, it's not many schools can say their school mascot is the Canadian goose.
I know, right? And we're winning all the games and stuff and sports and we're just those Canadian geese are aggressive, man.
Yeah, I think that's the secret. I think that it's the goose peck that our athletes have got going. We just go behind all the other teams and we just peck them, man.
Yeah, they're not gonna know what hit them at the dance.
I mean, I think so. You're the best coach because the way you mastered the peck, man.
Yeah, and this conflict we got with the kids who don't play the sports, man, we're gonna be such a team afterwards. Yeah. We're going to sit around the rink and we're going to pardon all of the geese there.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing like hearing the cheerleaders honk. Honk, honk, honk. Go geese, go geese.
Yeah, go geese, man. Maybe we can even go, when I'm at the dance, I can show a little ankle.
And see.
Right.
Okay, fair enough. So, unfortunately, surprisingly, that film didn't work. I don't know why. So this was the point that Candace and Audrey were now cast in the final film. And since Carrie's all the way out in a Spanish country, I would like to know what the dystopian Spanish soap opera would be, because I want to include one of those suggestions in there. So a dystopian Spanish soap opera. Tim's still on there. We'll get him out. So you two, you can handle the dystopian Spanish soap opera. I hope one of you has a fan for your hair.
Maria, I must say that your hat does look most ravishing this evening.
Why? Thank you. Gracias.
Buenos noches, please. I must have you be mine forever, Maria.
No! I am betrothed to another.
You are betrothed? But I, Rogelio, I am the one who truly loves you over all others.
How can you say you love me when you sent me all of these wild Canadian gooses? They are not even the Spanish gooses.
But Maria, you must know, I thought that geese were your friends. I thought you could speak with them and perhaps be their best friends.
They will never be my amigos.
Oh no, this is a most tragic tale. Please, can you ever forgive me for unleashing the goose storm upon our country?
All they do is honk. All they do is honk.
But all I do is say I love you. Is this not the fate that you have chosen?
No me gusta. Nada.
Te quiero, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero.
No. And above all, the worst thing that you could have done. You are showing ankle this evening.
Honk.
And scene. I don't know about the rest of you. My cheeks hurt. Very nice. Very nice. Great. So you got to see 3 great movies. Now it's time to bring yourself back to school. Why? Because you need to know your alphabet. Knowing your alphabet is very important. As Candace has learned in many shows that I can see on her face that she is already frightened. The game alphabet works like this. We're going to start with a letter of alphabet. And 2 people are going to begin a scene, but each sentence must begin with the next letter of the alphabet. So if they started on A, it might be like, all right, geese, get yourselves together in line. And one of the geese might say, but I'm a duck. And then the other one might be like, can't you see that everyone's pretending to be a goose today? It's part of the game. So that would be a scene, but funny. So I can take up to 2 different people who might want to play. I'm going to scroll up through here. Oh, it looks like Walker and Lori, if somebody can grab me them, and Chrissy. And oh, you know what? We'll take a third. Let's add Corey in there too. So if anybody's got those 3 ready there. And so I said, is it Lori or Walker playing today?
Me. That one.
That one?
Lori.
Lori. Okay. You realize I can't see all the screens. All right. Lori, and then so I'm writing these in here. So the order is going to start with Amy and Tim. And then whoever loses there, it'll be Lori after that, then Mallory after that, then Chrissy after that, Candace after that, Corey after that, Ian after that, and Audrey to finish it off. All right, folks. So Mallory, what's something I have not used off the board yet?
We have not used Great British Bake Off.
Right, we have not. So let's go ahead and start this with a baking show. I'd like to see what these 2 judges are doing after they've just had the absolute worst bake. Really tough bake. Amy and Tim, you can start, and it'll be nice and easy, and start with the letter B for bake.
Barry, I'm afraid I've singed the souffle.
Therese, anytime you make something, it is flavored very well, so I think it'll be fine.
Don't you try and reassure me with your petty words.
Everyone makes a mistake the first time they make the souffle.
Falling. We've spoken too loud, it's falling.
Give yourself some more time. You can pick it up in a moment.
Hey, I think that I'm gonna need to start all over again. I'm so sorry.
I think that you will be able to do okay with just what you have.
Just keep prattling on. I'll whip these eggs into shape.
Know this, we're part of a team. We work together. That's how we're supposed to make this souffle.
Look, I don't see you baking your specialty brownie.
Sorry, Amy, took too long to get to that word. Get out of there. All right, so we'll add Lori to this mix. Oh, I added her and then she disappeared. Not sure how that happened.
Here.
Yeah, you're there, but I added you and then somehow you disappeared. Okay. So I actually didn't get to hear from the judges. I ended up hearing from two people who had done a bake. So I'd actually like, Lori, you get to be the harsh Paul Hollywood judge to Timothy's terrible, terrible bake. And just to get things started so they have a bit of a chance, we'll start with the letter Y. And Lori, you can begin.
Yuck! You gave me that?
Zounds is what I would call it, but I figured I would give it a more subtle name like flavor.
Absolutely terrible. Take it away. Take it away.
But I made it for the whole judge crew.
Can anybody possibly eat what you just gave me?
Depending on what ingredients you're allergic to, that might be an issue, but I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim. It always comes to the some sort of food allergy. So this is like your go-to.
It's my wheelhouse.
There, Mallory, come on in. And so let's hear Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry go ahead and complain about this year's selection of people. And we'll go ahead and start with the letter S.
Seriously, these have got to have been the worst bakes of the entire season.
Amy, you're totally right. None of these people have any talent whatsoever.
Unbelievable. You know, we call this the Great British Bake Off, and this whole season has been mediocre.
Very, very, very mediocre.
You lost on W? You have to do X and you lost on W?
Yup.
I mean, granted, I let her go because I called you Mary and she called you Tammy, but I guess Paul doesn't care who she's talking to. It's not W. Oh, poor
My name.
Valerie. Candace, you are now you no longer have that crown of Trolla. So let's get Chrissy in here. You know what? Paul, you're killing it there. I'd like to see Paul Hollywood talking to the poor intern who has to clean up, because I don't know if you guys know, the cooks on this show don't have to clean up the messes they make. It is the production assistants that have to do it. So Paul, let's hear you having a conversation with the production assistant with the mess they're going to have to clean up. Mess starts with M. We'll start there.
Who's starting? Is it me and Lori?
Whoever says the first M word.
I'm a little rusty, guys. Sorry.
Make this place spotless. I don't want to see a hint of flour on the floor.
No flour? That's impossible. Flour is like glitter. It just gets everywhere and you can't get rid of it.
No excuses. I want the flour gone.
Of course you want it gone, but I'm telling you, it's impossible. Just totally impossible.
Please. I don't want to listen to you anymore. Just no flour. I don't want to see a smidgen of flour.
Quiet down about the flour. You know that I'm having a bad week.
Really? Your week is bad? Look, there's flour every single way. Take my finger, run it across the counter, flour.
So much mess everywhere. I mean, first of all, it's just a terrible week, and then I have to clean up all this flour and all this sugar and all this butter, and it's just disgusting. Like, this is the worst job I've ever had.
Take that bucket, take that sponge, and get to work. You're the intern.
Unless I hire somebody else to be my intern.
Very well. However you want to take care of it, I just want this.
Corey, you've used very as every one of your V's. You gotta have some variance there on your V's. All right, so next coming in, I think, is Candace. So Candace, and you know what? How do people keep popping in when I try that again? Okay, so Candace. Oh, somebody's talking in the background of somebody.
Chris, can you go upstairs?
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So, you know what? I'd like to hear what happens when a production assistant go ahead and decides to hit on one of the contestants. Because, you know, that's how things go on sets. You never know how the romance is going to go. And since we yelled at somebody named Chris, we'll go ahead and start with the letter C.
Candace, you can't hit on the contestants. You know this. We've talked about this in your performance appraisals.
Didn't sign it. Honestly, I didn't sign the appraisal, so if I didn't sign it, it never happened.
Everyone's supposed to sign it. You really didn't, and it got approved.
Frankly, I'm shocked that you missed one of the most important things about an appraisal, the signature.
Good times showing up at work, good things in the kitchen. Everything's great except for the part where it says you hit on everybody that's on the show.
Helping is something that I just like to do, you know? Love to help.
I mean, I've never seen the kind of pickup lines that you use. I mean, the one that you used about the muffin and the bagel.
Just peachy, right? Perfect combination. Just peachy bagels. Yeah.
Kindness is, you know, one of your best suits. So I guess maybe we'll let this one slide, okay? But no more over the top, you know, pickup lines.
Let me know next time I cross a line. I will file it away in my mental filing box and it won't happen again.
Maybe next season we could follow you on your quest for love as you talk to all these bakers.
No, really? Wow, that would be so cool.
Obviously, we'd get really good ratings. I mean, we're combining dating shows and baking shows. I'm going to pitch this.
Pitch it! Pitch it! Yeah! Do it!
Quick, let me get my phone out.
Now, actually, lucky at this point, one of the bakers actually walked into the room, and that's Corey. So where we were goes to R, Corey, and let the three of you battle it out.
Oh.
You get to start with R.
Me?
Yes, you, Corey.
Really? When it comes to the perfect when you're trying to do the game show, you really want to try to be nice to people.
So Nice. That's going to be the name of the show. It's going to be called So Nice, Candace's Quest for Love.
Totally love that idea.
Understandable. That's how the game show is going to go.
Verify contestants starting tomorrow. We're going to get this going.
Well, I don't know if I'm free tomorrow. Can we do it?
And scene. See, Mallory, that's how you use a W word. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much there to Corey and to Chrissy. Really appreciate that. All right, folks, we've come out to our last game of the night. Aww. But it's all of our cast playing a game of last line, first line. So can I have all of my cast go ahead and pop in there? And as they do, we're going to grab stuff. So Carrie, if you can go ahead and put 3 words from tonight that really stood out to you in the chat for us. And we will use those as our suggestions to get us going in this particular scene. And actually, I'm going to change up the order, guys, from what I said. I'm going to use you based on where you are with the people. So I see Amy and Mallory, and then I see Candace next to Tim, and I see Ian on top of Audrey. So we're going to go ahead and use that order. So I've got 2 words from her so far. So Amy and Mallory, I'm going to give you buenos. And Ian and Audrey, I'm going to give you dystopian. And Candace and Tim, I'm going to give you salty. So let's just go ahead and recap. Amy and Mallory, you have
Buenos.
Cool. Ian and Audrey, you have
Dystopian.
Cool. And apparently his is still Spanish. And Candace and Tim, you have
Salty.
All right, fantastic. So let's go ahead and start with the first team of Amy and Mallory.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Yes, that is good evening or good night.
This language is so hard to learn.
I know, but it could be worse.
You don't mean that it could be German, do you?
I am afraid so. You know, those guttural languages, they really get to you.
Yep. So those glug, 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 guttural languages, they really get to you. Glug, 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 glug.
I know. I tried to do the regular romance languages, but those are like so beautiful, you know? But no, everybody wanted me to do the guttural language.
It is a very hard to always be bearing. So we better keep our language straight. Otherwise, people will misunderstand.
Oh, yeah. People will definitely misunderstand. You know what I would really like people to do?
What would you like them to do? People need to.
I would like them.
What would you like them to do? People need to.
They need to get underground. That's what they need to do. The geese, they're coming. They're coming.
The droppings are everywhere. They've
There's
polluted the
feathers
land.
covering every inch of my house.
They've eaten all the grass. There's nothing left for us.
I'm going to let you take my goose armor.
That's very kind of you. Very kind. I will stay up here and fight the beaks.
But I will stay up here and fight the beaks, because if we're going to go on a tour and see every city in Europe, I'm going to protect the statues from the air.
That's a great idea. We can even make it a business. Protection of pigeons, saving statues.
That's perfect. Oh, we can deduct this trip as a business expense.
Perfect! We'll be able to go to Spain and Portugal and just relax, learn some Spanish, and protect the statues.
Spanish like buenos dias?
You did it!
Wow.
Okay.
You did it. You finally found the leader of the geese.
That's right. And we're going to have pate.
Clap. So that's right, and we're going to have pate, but I don't see any pate here. It's just the two of us.
Well, I don't feel like we could have a party, just the two of us. You don't need any more to have a party. You just need to have some yay in your fry-yay.
Let's do that then, because I think I see some form of net coming. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, not the net of doom.
Clap.
Oh, no.
Oh no, not the net of doom.
Clap. Oh no, not the net of doom.
And scene. All right, folks. Thank you so much. We had a great evening this evening. Longer than a regular show. Why? Because we were just having so much fun, and we hope you enjoyed it. Lori, thank you so much for your donation. Remember, you can go to our website if you'd like to pay what you can on what you feel that we are worth to you. So we are going to be here every Friday night for the rest of the month, which means we only have a few more shows left. We're going to take December off so everybody can enjoy the holidays, and then we will be back right at the beginning of January. So we hope to see you there. If, though, you need a holiday party coming up for your business, you can check out bringyourownimprov.com. Contact us in the contact section. We can set up a private show just for you and your family, or you and anybody you have. We can even do that close to around the holidays, depending on what's available. Maybe that's how your family can all get together, is you can all have a BYOI show. Probably not on that holiday, because I'm pretty sure my guys would like to, but who knows? Great. I would like to thank Carrie for being our fam this evening. Thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your vacation down there. And I would like to thank this fantastic cast this evening, because we had Amy.
Is that flat saltiness?
We got Tim.
I would prefer to call them Pringles.
Mallory.
Fun fact, English is a guttural language.
Candace.
All right, now you got to make sure if you're going to go hang out with Lumberjack, Robin Sparkles, you got to be Wayne Gretzky riding a moose, going to Tim Hortons, get poutine.
Ian.
Onward, Moose, to where the puck is going to be.
Audrey.
Maria, Rogelio will wait for you.
And the rest of our team, guys, thank you so much. Switching this up. And